Alright, I'm tired of sugarcoating it. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is homophobic. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's right there. There's thousands, or I don't know how many videos he has, hundreds, maybe even thousands of videos of him spewing anti-LGBTQ plus stuff. He's constantly complaining about virtue signaling. He's constantly complaining about BS that isn't even real. He's constantly complaining about things, and I'm tired of sugarcoating it. I've made videos against Jeremy before, and let's just put it plain and simple. He is homophobic. Now, before I start the video, I want to make sure to emphasize that I went all ranty on Twitter, so please follow me on my Twitter or Instagram if you want, but Twitter is the preferred option. Link in description down below. I'll put the @ somewhere right here so you guys can go follow me on there. And also, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells. That way you can be notified for future content on the channel. My name is Isaac. I'm the host of the Multiverse of Movies, a channel where we talk about movies, movie news, and everything. But anyways, now that I got that out the way, let's just get into the point. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is homophobic. Now, I've even made a video on this. Eternals, not a video on this specific topic, but on what I did make a video on was Eternals is getting low reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's currently the lowest rated MCU movie. Now, I will admit the trailers have been good, but I'm not like excited for it too much. I'm more like, all right, new MCU movie. And look, if you're not excited for it, great. And let's say you watch the movie next week and you don't like it, great. If you're a critic out there who has seen it and gave it a negative review, great. All film is subjective. But recently there was review bombing on IMDb, people giving it 1 star. You could see a lot of homophobic stuff on these comments because if you didn't know, Eternals for the first time ever has an LGBTQ plus representative in the MCU. I mean, I guess technically now second because Loki did come out, but really, to be honest, if you watch the Loki show, you could barely tell. I could barely tell. Or I think the real idea is that they're bringing an actual gay character. Like in Loki, while they did say Loki's bi, they didn't show him with like another man. They didn't show him like, So Jeremy makes a video. Now you can watch the video, although I don't recommend it. But in the video, let me state exactly. I was gonna do a reaction to this video, but I don't want to do that. I'll just commentate on what I have to say. But in the video, Jeremy says that the fans are just giving their opinion, how they don't like the movie, and that Marvel recently has been attacking fans, and that they're just forcing identity politics. And he's been saying this about Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier. I believe he said this about Shang-Chi and Black Widow. The last thing, I think WandaVision was like the only thing that he's yet to complain about. I mean, look, he's on a roll, right? He's on a record right now. It's like he finds everything to constantly complain about. And at some point, we as fans, we need to acknowledge the ignorance within the community. Now, yes, I know we still don't live in a 100% perfect world where homophobia isn't a thing. People can come out, feel free. But sadly, you have ignorant people who believe that homophobia is that you only beat up a gay kid. But homophobia can be something simple as getting mad about every time there's castings of LGBTQ plus community people. Let's get the facts straight right here. A lot of the people review bombing were doing it because it's the first time there's a gay character in the MCU, or shown in the MCU movies. And Jeremy's ignorance is, remember, he read from that video that a lot of people were review bombing because of that. And instead of him doing his research, instead of doing anything, instead of doing that, what he does instead is, I'm gonna complain. And look, he's saying things like, oh, but Marvel is constantly virtue signaling, and I don't remember what the actor name is, but the Indian guy, I don't remember his name, but he tweeted out saying, we're removing the people that we don't want in our movies. It's something similar to that, where he says, we're taking away the people who we don't want to see our movies. And Jeremy claims, oh, so you don't want fans to be in your movie? That's not it at all. I believe his character's name is Kingo, so I'm just gonna call him Kingo. But the actor for Kingo, that he said basically he wanted to remove the toxic people, which are the homophobic people. And Jeremy's response to that is literally just him saying, "Oh, you don't want fans in your movie? Can you believe that the actors are disrespecting us fans?" So what Jeremy's basically telling me in that exact moment is that he associates himself with homophobia. And the entire video is basically him saying that nowadays you have actors and actresses complained about fans. That's not what Kingo's actor. I'll be honest. I don't even think I can pronounce his name, but that's not what the Kingo actor was even saying. What he was saying is, "Hey, we're gonna remove the homophobic fans from watching our movie. That's a good thing." And Jeremy, for some reason, took that as all fans. I'll tell you this right now, Jeremy. As an MCU fan, as an Eternals fan, I am not homophobic. And it's complete BS, the things he said, saying it's fans and all that, and that they're disrespecting fans. And I'm like, they're not disrespecting fandom. They're disrespecting the homophobic fans, the people who hate gay people. And Jeremy constantly in his videos claims he's not homophobic because, I don't know, he has a gay person in his Geeks and Gamers. But just because you associate yourself with someone who is part of the community does not mean you're helping that community. If let's say I'm with a friend, let's say I'm hanging out with a friend, and I punch him in the face, and I constantly beat him up, spit on him, and call him mean words, but still call him my friend, I'm still doing bad things to him. Same thing with this exact thing that we're talking about. If Jeremy truly wasn't homophobic, then he would not be making this video. He would not be saying, but the fans this, and look at this, look at how they're doing. And I know a lot of Geeks and Gamers subscribers, they're going to come and say, oh, you're just an MCU fan, and you just are biased to MCU. That's not true at all. I gave Black Widow a not very good review. I criticized Falcon and Winter Soldier, the show. I'm not a big fan of that show. I didn't praise the Loki ending. I'll criticize the MCU when I have to. Captain Marvel. I don't like the Captain Marvel movie. Not because of the whole BS that Jeremy spits on sexism and all that, but or Brie Larson, I mean, but I didn't like Captain Marvel. There are MCU movies I don't like, and yes, I love the MCU. In fact, I'll say this. Look over there in the back. I'm a bigger DC fan. You would probably think that I'd be bigger Zack Snyder than I am MCU. I mean, bigger MCU than Snyder, but it disappoints me because some of the worst kind of homophobia is ignorance. When you're making videos like this, constantly saying, oh, they're virtue signaling, all this, and I hate the word virtue signaling. You're telling me one gay character in over 20 something movies is virtue signaling? You're telling me just having one gay character is virtue signaling? What about all the other movies that had straight white males? And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be straight white males. In fact, make a movie with as many straight white males as you want. However, if you're one of those guys who get mad at one gay person in a movie, but you don't say anything about the multiple straight white men that they put in movies, you're starting to see a pattern. And if you're watching this or anyone subscribed to Geeks and Gamers, just start understanding the pattern. Understand the pattern that's happening. You go watch some of his most popular videos, and they're constantly just him saying, oh, LGBTQ plus person, that means they're virtue signaling. Oh, woman stars in movie, virtue signaling. Oh, they gender swapped. Oh, race swap. It's like, who cares? Who cares? You claim you're not homophobic. You claim not to be these things. Then act on it. Acts speak louder than words. I'm not saying you're going to make your channel all about showing your support to LGBTQ plus or anything like that. I'm not saying that's what you turn your channel. How about understand what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're saying. Understand the flaws in that. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll start producing content that doesn't come off as homophobic. Look, I don't know Jeremy personally, so obviously I can't really say if he truly believes this. For all I know, he could be an actor. For all I know, he could be an actor pretending to believe this stuff. But when you're spewing off hundreds and hundreds of videos saying, things like they're forcing this on us, they're forcing their agenda on us. What agenda? What agenda? 20-something MCU movies, one black lead, one female, or two female leads now with Black Widow, and now there's a gay character who isn't even the main character of the movie. And then he keeps saying that, oh, this is just fans giving their opinions. The movie hasn't even come out yet. He literally read it on Kingo's actor's tweet that it said the movie won't come out till November 5th. And he claims that review bombing is just giving your opinion on a movie. The movie hasn't even come out yet. That's why I give Rotten Tomatoes credit, because at least there you have to verify if you've seen the movie or not. IMDb doesn't do that clearly. But Jeremy clearly doesn't see that. He doesn't. I mean, either he's just ignorant, or he doesn't want to see the big picture, or he realizes, oh, this will get me clicks and views, so might as well. And it's frustrating me. It's annoying me because I'll admit this. I used to be a subscriber of Jeremy back when I used to be an idiot who thought that Brie Larson was sexist and all this. And so the older I got, the older I realized that things aren't as simple as Jeremy makes them seem. I started getting older. I started believing different things. And this is nothing about politics. This is just me saying, hey, look, if you're really not homophobic and if you're really not sexist, then act on it. Show us that you're not. Instead of saying it, instead of having an entire live stream bringing in women and LGBTQ plus people, instead of having that, make videos where you're not spewing off homophobic and sexist things. Being homophobic is not you saying the F slur or attacking gay people or saying you don't support the community. That's not just the only thing about homophobia. Yes, that's homophobic, but another way of homophobia is ignorance. And in his videos, you can clearly tell there's an ignorant pattern of him not completely realizing the things he's saying. Do I think he's a bad guy in real life? I don't know. Again, I've never met the guy in real life, nor do I want to. But when you're making these constant videos of you just spewing off saying, oh, but they're just fans giving their opinions. Yeah, they're giving their homophobic opinions. You're telling me that you're going to agree with them? You're telling me that they're the fans too? No. And before you say it's just an opinion, I'm sorry, but homophobia is not cool. It's caused people to commit suicide. It's caused people to lose themselves. It's caused people to feel unsafe in the world. It's like, we live in 2021. Start accepting gay people. Start accepting lesbian people, trans people, anyone in the community. Maybe instead of being ignorant, watch your video, look at how anyone can interpret it, and think about the platform you have. And I'm not telling you that you have to make videos showing your support to that community. Just make videos. And the biggest problem is I do genuinely believe he thinks that he isn't homophobic. But I'm sorry, but when you're making videos constantly complaining that it's an agenda, politics, all this, I'm sorry, but the only one with the agenda is you. You're making an entire career out of sexism and homophobia. And before I have all these Geeks and Gamers people saying, oh, I'm an SJW, oh, I'm this, I guess I am. I guess I'm a bad person for wanting equality. I guess I'm a bad person for wanting women and gay people to be equal to us straight men. I guess I'm a bad person for believing that. And if I am a bad person for that, then I guess I'm the worst person ever in human history. It's that simple. And I'm very frustrated. I'm really frustrated. I'm tired of this geek side of fandom of having a ton of ignorant homophobia, sexism. I'm so done with it. I mean, just look at how much they complained when Loki came out as bisexual. It was a little line in a quick moment that even I, watching that episode twice, I didn't even understand it until eventually the director or producer, I don't know, someone like that came out and said that, yeah, that's him saying that he's bisexual. And yet Jeremy made like 2 or 3 videos, maybe one video, I don't remember, spewing off that Loki is spreading an agenda. What agenda? That gay people exist among us? That women exist among us? And he always uses this excuse. I notice him a lot of times when he's called sexist, he's like, oh, but I have a wife and daughter. Being sexist doesn't mean that you don't associate yourself with the other gender. It's acting on it. It's when you're constantly complaining about things where a woman's in it and this, that. And he always uses, oh, but in Terminator 2, or most people do this. I'm not sure if he's done it exactly, but it was like, oh, but I love Terminator 2, even, and that stars Sarah Connor. So what? Using one example out of multiple against you does completely nothing. Completely nothing. And look, I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. I'm a flawed person. I've believed terrible things. I've done bad things in my life. But as a human being who wants people to be treated equally, I'm just going to call them out. Maybe I get a ton of hate for this video. Maybe I get praise or whatever. I just want people here on this channel to know that if you're gay, lesbian, trans, whatever, or women, if you're black, Hispanic, Asian, white, whatever belief you believe in, or whatever group of people you're in, understand that this is a channel where I'm not going to be complaining about your people being in a movie or show. I want you to understand that right now. Everyone watching this video, I want you to understand that I'm not going to be like Jeremy, who complains about gay people being in the movie. I'm not going to be that. I'm going to be, and look, maybe I'll make mistakes on the way. I've made mistakes on YouTube before. I remember my most popular video, I said the R slur. The R slur, yeah. I'll admit that right now. And maybe that will get clipped out of context, but so be it. At least I learned from my mistake. At least I understood the bad things I was saying and doing. And at least I'm learning from it. I'm not a good person. I'm not a perfect person. And I will never be perfect. But at least I can say that I want people to be treated equally. At least I can say that LGBTQ plus people are human beings and that they should be in movies. Am I saying put them in every movie? No. But if a director, writer, producer, whatever, if they want to include them in a movie, then so be it. I see no problem in that. But anyways, guys, maybe I'll make a response video to this or whatever. Maybe Jeremy sees this. I don't care. I don't know. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.